Here's integrated 3. It's problem 7-33 that we were doing in class. Letter A says, assume the graph of an exponential function passes through the points 3, 12.5 and 4, 11.25. Is the exponential function increasing or decreasing? Justify your answer. So I think we were getting a little carried away trying to get the equation a little early, but basically, is it increasing or decreasing? Well, as x gets bigger, y is getting smaller, so we're going to say that it is decreasing. So just one step at a time. Letter B says, if the horizontal asymptote for this function is the line y equals 10, make a sketch of the graph showing the horizontal asymptote. So I'm not sure that I love that they're asking you to make the graph, since it's true that you know where the asymptote is. This is 10, but you don't know the exact shape of the graph. You do know it's decreasing, so you could just make a little sketch like they asked you to, but you're missing details because you don't know what that intercept is, and you don't necessarily know what the B value is, but that's what they wanted you to do, is something like that. And then for letter C, it says, if this function has an equation y equals a times b to the x plus k, what is the value of k? Use what you know about this function to write the equation. Verify that as x increases, the values of y get closer to y equals 10. So this is what we were doing on the board, and we were on the right track. It's just I didn't finish it yet, or it wasn't finished yet. So they told us y equals a times b to the x plus k is the form that we have, and they told us that k was 10, so we plugged in the 10. And then this is the same little procedure we've been doing where I plugged in x and y for both of these ordered pairs. I get a system of equations. I get these two equations. Notice that I had to subtract 10 from both sides before I did anything else. You want to get that 10 over there and combine like terms, and then I like to divide one of the equations by the other equation, and I usually like to take the one with the higher exponent and put that one on top. So that's what's going on there. The a's cancel out. B to the fourth divided by b cubed is just b, and if you divide those you get a half. So now we know what b is. So now we can plug b in. So b's a half, and we know k was 10, and then I plugged in ordered pair for x and y. And then what did we do? Again, I had to subtract 10 from both sides before I proceed. And then I cubed out my half, and I got 1/8. I just turned that into a fraction because if I multiply both sides by 8, that gets a by itself. So that's why I turned it into a fraction, so I could go fraction math, right? That makes 20. So now I know a, and I know b, and I know k, so I can write y equals a times b to the x plus k. Just plugged them in. And so if I wanted to really know what the y-intercept was, because I think they do ask us that in letter D. This must be letter C. We're going to call this letter C. So in letter D, they want to know what the y-intercept is. And so normally if we didn't have the 10 on there, then it would just be the y-intercept would be 20. But since it's lifted up by 10, it's going to be 30. And so that's what I've written here. And I think that's it.